بسم الله والصلاة والسلام على رسول الله. رب اشرح لي صدري ويسر لي أمري واحلل عقدة من لساني يفقه قولي. Welcome in the weekly lesson of Aqidah, weekly lesson of the belief, weekly lesson to understand the belief of Ahl Sunnah. And we are in the sixth lesson, or the lesson number 6, from the book Sharh As Sunnah للإمام المزني الشافعي. So we are in a chapter which is talking about praying behind the imams and performing the jihad and hajj with them. يقول الإمام المزني بسنده المتصل: الصلاة وراء الأئمة والجهاد معهم والحج، ولا نترك حضور الجمعة وصلاتها مع بر هذه الأمة وفاجرها لازم، ما كان من البدعة بريئا، فإن ابتدع ضلالا فلا صلاة خلفه. So the title of this part of the book, prayer behind the leaders, means imams, and jihad and hajj along with them. And the Jummah prayer must not be abandoned, and praying it behind the righteous and sinful person of this ummah is binding as long as he is free from innovation. So if he innovates misguidance, then there is no prayer behind him. And jihad and hajj must be performing along with every leader, regardless of whether he is just or oppressive. The first part of this paragraph is talking about attending the Friday prayer, Jummah prayer, and praying behind the imams. More likely on the time of the author and after that as well. So the imams of the prayer, the imams of the Jummah, the imams of the any activity or any prayer is the leader of the Muslim. So there is no differentiation between the political leader and the religious leader, because the religious leader are the political leaders at this time, and al-Khalifa and Imam is the ruler as well. But now, as we know, that most of the Muslim country ruled by politician, and not by the scholars or religious leaders, but they appoint or nominate someone to present them. In this case, he will take the ruling of that. Like attending a Friday, especially why Friday? Why the scholar here mention attendance of Friday prayer? Because there is a consensus between all the scholars, between all the madhahib, that attending the Friday prayer for the adult male residents, not in travel, it is compulsory. So every Muslim has to attend, every adult Muslim, male adult Muslim has to attend the Friday prayer. And because of that, he said about attending and praying Friday. And then it is compulsory for the believer to attend this Friday, the male Muslim adult believer, to attend the Friday and pray with the ruler or with the imams. If even this imam is oppressive, if in this imam is a sinful, even this imam is unrighteous, because Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam commands us to obey them and abandon us to dispute with them. And this is a response to the Khawarij and Mu'tazila, who have this concept, which is disputing with the ruler and fighting with the ruler. Here is the author put a condition here. ما كان من البدعة بريئة فإن ابتدع ضلالا فلا صلاة يعني خلفه. طيب, here is if the Imam uh, is has free from innovation, so this will be applied. Or if this Imam, his bid'ah is concealed and it is hidden, and this case means mastur, concealed, in this case it will be take the same ruling. But if this Imam is having an innovation, having a bid'ah, and this bid'ah is clearly appeared for everyone, here we have to ask a question: is this bid'ah mukaffira or غير mukaffira? Means, is this bid'ah could be regarded and considered as a kufr bid'ah, like begging or seeking begging from the graves of the righteous dead person is bid'ah mukaffira, or doing tawaf around the graves of the dead person, or doing qurban to a grave of the dead person. This all bid'ah mukaffira. But we differentiate between the act and the person himself. So the act is a kufr, means that doing this action or act is a kufr. But does this person is a kafir or not? It is different questions. We cannot specify an individual person to be a kafir unless we consider the mawani or takfir, the restriction to make the person kafir, like more likely al-udhru bil-jahri, excuse because of ignorance, wa al-ikrah, forcing, wa al-shubha, doubt or confusion. So all of this prevent kufr on the individual. So it depends on the bid'ah. Is it bid'ah mukaffira? And I'm saying bid'ah itself or the action is a kufr, but we don't say about the person is a kafir unless we consider these previous points I mentioned. So if the bid'ah is mukaffira, so it is not permissible to pray behind him. If the bid'ah is غير مكفرة, like for example initiation of a certain adhkar which is not from Sunnah al-Nabi sallallahu alaihi wasallam, or doing some adhkar loud together after the salah, or doing some schedules of da'wah or ibadah or kinds which is not on the same Sunnah al-Nabi sallallahu alaihi wasallam, or establish a certain procedure for da'wah which is not by the Sunnah al-Nabi sallallahu alaihi wasallam. This bid'ah غير مكفرة, mean that in this case, if it's the bid'ah غير مكفرة, like as I said, doing some adhkar which is not from Sunnah al-Nabi sallallahu alaihi wasallam, celebrating certain events which is not from the Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam sunnah, like Mawlid, for example, having a certain procedure or certain way of doing the da'wah or doing the the preaching to Allah Azza wa Jal, this also bid'ah, but not mukaffira. So all of this, we have to consider the following. If you are in necessity and you don't have any other option than this masjid, and this is the only masjid that you have to pray Jummah in it, and you struggle with finding another masjid who following the Sunnah, then the salah will be valid مع الكراهة, with karaha. Karaha means it is it's not purely accepted, accepted means not purely to pray there, but if you have a necessity and you don't have any other option except this mubtada or this person, in this case, you can pray and the salah صحيحة, and this is the madhab of الشافعي وأبي حنيفة وأحمد ibn Hanbal and most of the Ahl Sunnah. Also, if the Imam is a fasiq, is a corrupted person, is an oppressor, or if the Imam is an oppressor, if the Imam is fasiq, in this case, but he did not doing a bid'ah. So now we have three categories of the Imams. Imam performing a kufri bid'ah. Imam performing non-kufri bid'ah. Imam is not performing bid'ah, but he's an oppressor. He is he's a fasiq. He drink alcohol. He commits zina. He smoke, for example. All of these sins, it will be regarded as fisq or corruption. So if in this case, madhab Ahl Sunnah, first, if the Imam doing a kufri action, a kufri bid'ah, like doing tawaf around the grave of the dead person, like asking the dead person or tawassul to the dead person, or make dua or ask the dead person to do such and such, this bid'ah mukaffira, and this is different than means that you cannot judge on the person is a kafir until you, as I explained before, you have the restriction of takfir. So generally, the hukm in this case, salah, it is haram to pray behind this person. If you pray behind this person, the salah will be invalid. This is the one who commit bid'ah mukaffira. While the one who commit bid'ah غير mukaffira, like the one who do some adhkar which is not in the sunnah in the Prophet, do some certain procedure of ibadah which is not in a way of Prophet Muhammad, do certain procedure for making da'wah which is not the way of Prophet Muhammad. This bid'ah غير mukaffira, and here is a question, can we pray behind this imam or not? It depends. If you have no options other than that, you can pray, and the salah is sahiha ma'al karaha. It is valid, but with karaha. And the last one, which if the imam is corrupted, or if the imam is a fasiq, or if the imam is an oppressor, it is a salah. You're praying behind him, and you know he's a fasiq. You know he's a zalim, but he's not performing bid'ah. In this case, the salah will be done, and the salah will be valid. And this is already done on the time of the Sahaba. Like many of the Sahaba prayed behind Al-Walid ibn Uqba ibn Abi Ma'iyat, and we explained that, I believe, on Saturday in the Hadith. Al-Walid ibn Uqba was the brother from the breastfeeding of Uthman ibn Affan, or his nephew, and he drank alcohol. And once he prayed as-subh 4 rak'at while he was drunk, and then when they remind him, قال إن شئتم أزيدكم, if you want more, I can pray more than 4. And Uthman ibn Affan lashed him, or ask Ali ibn Abi Talib to lash him, and then Ali ibn Talib asked his son Al-Hussein to do it, but he said, let one of his close relative to do it, and then he asked Abdullah ibn Ja'far to lash him 80 lashes. So this means that they prayed behind a fasiq who drinking alcohol. Also, Abdullah ibn Umar prayed behind Al-Hajjaj ibn Yusuf, is a great oppressor. He was killed a lot of Muslim, a lot of tabi'een, and all of that. So this is the situation. So we have 3 conditions in this case. If the imam doing kufri bid'ah, haram to pray behind him. If the imam doing non-kufri bid'ah, you can pray if you have necessity, but the salah, there is a karaha. And if the imam is a fasiq, he's not doing bid'ah, but a fasiq, or doing oppressor. In this case, you can pray on the salah is sahih. طيب. والجهاد مع كل إمام عدل أو جائر والحج. Then the second thing which regarded to the rulers as well and the imams, al-jihad. Jihad with every just or unjust leaders or imam, and also hajj. So after the prayer of Jum'ah, the jihad and the hajj also has to be by or done under the authority of the leader, of the imam. And if there is no imam and there is no raya of the Islam, no raya, no flag, no banner of the Tawheed, you have to be careful. You have to be careful and check which banner call for jihad, especially in this blurred time, on this gray time that we have. We don't know where is the flag of La ilaha illallah, where is the truth, where is the rayatul haqqi. So everyone knows that all the Muslim agree that the first enemy, the first good enemy is the Yahud, as you know. And everyone knows that everyone looks for a way to support our brother and sister who are oppressed by them. And but the situation here, you have to consider which flag or which banner you fight with, which ideology you go with, which group of thought you go with. Recently, as you know, the news came there is a taghiya, there is a corrupted, there is a taghut has been halak, has been killed, has been died. Alhamdulillah. Recently, and this taghiya or this taghut, he already يعني killed many Muslim of Ahl Sunnah in Syria, and he destroyed the land. And in addition to that, he's a Rafidi. He's a Rafidi from Rafida, and is not only Rafida of Amma. He's one of the Al-Mu'ammamin, one of the scholars of Rafida. So, and then you can see someone come and say, Rahimahullah, may Allah put His mercy on him. So, how these people think, how they think, how they understand the deen. So, apart from his oppression, apart from that he killed many Muslims, apart of that, he's a scholar of Rafida. And as we explained before, the Rafida, not all the Rafida are kuffar. It depends on their understanding or their categories. And we explained that this ijma' or not ijma', there is agreement between the scholars. Most of the scholars agreed that the ulama al-Rafida kuffar. All the scholars of Rafida, because they know the truth, they know the haqq, they know the haqq and the right, but they ignore it. And the reason of their kufr, simply accusing al-Mu'mineen Aisha radiallahu anha and denying her bara'a, her purity that has been revealed in Surah An-Nur in 10 verses. So they deny that. So they deny anyone who deny one letter of the Quran, he's a kafir. But there is no shubha here. There is no uzr bil jahli. There is no ikrah in this case. So because of that, the scholar said that the al-Mu'ammamin and the scholars of the Rafida are kafir. So now you come say, may Allah bless him. He's a scholar of Rafida. In addition to, he is one who killed our brother and sister in Syria. So anyway, jihad has to be under an imam adl, or even if there is an oppressor imam, you have to go with him as well, but not with a leader of Rafida, not of the imam of the Rafida. So this is very important. والجهاد قسمان كما تعلمون جهاد الدفع وجهاد الطلب. There are two types of jihad. جهاد الدفع, that you push the enemy who attacked you. In this case, if you are in a place and you have been attacked by your enemy, this is even there is no imam, you have to do the jihad. وجهاد الطلب has to be under the authority of the imam, fajr or adil. جهاد الطلب means that he requests from the ummah to do the jihad. طيب. And the same the hajj, because the hajj is a minor jihad as we know, and it has to be with the ruler or under authority of the ruler, either adil or jair. طيب. Next line. حكم قصر الصلاة حكم قصر الصلاة والفطر في السفر وقصر الصلاة في الأسفار والتخيير فيه بين الصيام والإفتاء في الإفطار في الأسفار إن شاء صام وإن شاء أفطر. So here is the Musannif mentioned the ruling of shortening the Salah. Shortening the prayer and choosing between fasting and fasting breaking during the travel. And then he said, and shortening the prayer during the travels and having the choice between fasting and fasting breaking during travels. If an individual wishes, he may fast, and if he wishes, he may break his fast. Then he explained one of the features of Ahl Sunnah or the Aqidat Ahl Sunnah, it is the shorting the Salah in travel. And although it's not compulsory, but it's a sign of Ahl Sunnah. And the ruling of the shorting Salah in a travel, we have two qawls. Optional means if you want to pray two or complete, but the shorting is more recommended. وهذا قول عثمان وسعد بن أبي وقاص وابن مسعود وابن عمر وعائشة رضي الله عنها وقول الأوزاعي والشافعي وهو المشهور عن مالك والمشهور عن أحمد. So it means that it is only Abu Hanifa and his student is making a qasr as a compulsory. So according to Imam Abu Hanifa وأيضا حماد بن أبي سليمان والثوري, they said that the qasr is compulsory. So shortening salah is compulsory in Ahnaf, and the other madhahib it is optional. وهذا الراجح. This is rajih. This is the correct. And there is difference here. As you can see, he said just shorting, not combining, because combining only agreement or there is a consensus in the combining Zuhr and Asr and Maghrib and Isha only in Laylat in Hajj in Arafah day and the night of the Eid. But other than that, there is no agreement. So because of that, he just mentioned shorting. So it is an optional. And the dalil of that, when Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam, when the verse فليس عليكم جناح أن تقصروا من الصلاة إن خفتم أن يفتنكم الذين كفروا, you don't have it will not send on you to shorten the salah if you fear from the fitna of the kuffar. Means that if you are in travel or fight with a kuffar and you're not able to complete the salah, then shorten salah. And then Umar ibn Khattab has been asked by Ya'la ibn Umayyah about this verse, and he said, فَقَدْ أَمِنَ النَّاسُ. Then the people now are safe. There is no khawf from the kuffar. And then Umar ibn Khattab said, فَقَالَ عَجِبْتُ مِمَّا عَجِبْتَ منه فسألت رسول الله صلى الله عليه وسلم عن ذلك فقال صدقة تصدق الله بها عليكم فاقبلوا صدقته. So he said that I also wonder from the same point that you wonder, because now we are safe. And then he asked Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam, means Umar, and then Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam said, it is sadaqah, Allah gave it to you, so accept his sadaqah. That means it is rukhsa, it's not azima, not compulsory. So this is the ijma' between the scholars, or the agreement between the scholars, except the Ahnaf, it is optional, while Ahnaf said it is compulsory or rajih and it is optional. However, if you are in travel, and if you enter a masjid um, praying full rak'at, then you have to complete your salah. That means that it is, if you prayed behind an imam who completed the salah, you have to complete the salah. Um, Although the hadith that Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam prayed 2 rak'ah, and after he finished, he said to the companions behind him or the people behind him, complete your salah because you are travelers. And it's a different situation here because the imam can shorten, but in this case, the ma'mum who in his place, he have to complete the salah. And also التخيير فيه بين الصيام والإفطار في الأسفار إن شاء صام وإن شاء فطر. Also there is a optional choosing between fasting and breaking the fasting during the travel. So these are option, and the same, the scholar has two opinions. First opinion that the traveler has the option, has the permissibility to do not fast, and if he fast, it is makruh, but it is valid. And this most of the scholars. However, the other one, which is Al-Zahiriyya and Umar Abu Huraira, said it is not permissible to fast during the travel. ولكن الراجح is optional as well. It is rukhsa. Allah gave it to us. طيب, inshallah, we stop on that, inshallah. Next time, inshallah, we finishing up the Risala. Could take maybe the Khatima, the end of the Risala may take 2 or 3 lessons, depends, inshallah. We start from اجتماع السلف على هذه الرسالة. So the consensus of the Salaf on this Risala, this message. Inshallah, we see, inshallah, what has been agreed about this Risala from the saying of the Salaf, inshallah. طيب, any question? Ivan, Ahmed, Ilyas, other one in the Telegram and Facebook as well. عليكم السلام ورحمة الله وبركاته. زين حبيبي, كيف حالك يا ولدي? I hope you are good. Inshallah, see you soon, inshallah. طيب يا شباب, inshallah, I just remind you, we have a way to da'wah session happening, inshallah, tonight at the late time, 9 p.m. on Telegram channel only. And we have, this will be about 2:30 Mecca time, inshallah. And tomorrow, inshallah, we have the fiqh al-shafi'i, inshallah. Barakallahu feekum. See you, inshallah. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.